Thank you. I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Norm Durham. I'll tell a short story about this man. He probably gave me one of the greatest, nicest compliments in my whole life. 41 years ago, I was a youth pastor, and my wife and I wanted to move to the country, but you had to buy 10 acres to get rural water. And there was a 5-acre plot available, but they said you can't get water unless you go to the Rural Water Board. So being a young man, I went to the Rural Water Board, and Dr. Durham was the chairman of the Rural Water Board, the president. And I told him what we were doing and how important it was for us to get in the country, but we couldn't afford 10 acres. We could only afford 5 acres. And he said, "Son, I'm going to trust you to do what you say, to be a man of honor." And so we built a house there, and we're still living there. And so, Dr. Durham, thank you for trusting us. Madam Chairman, would the clerk read the citation, please?
Clerk, please read.
Whereas Norman Durham was born February 14, 1927 in Ranger, Texas, to parents Harold and Bernice Durham, and after growing up in Eastland, Texas, graduated valedictorian of Eastland High School, class of 1944, and whereas Norm enlisted in the United States Navy following his graduation and completed basic training in San Diego, California, later stationed at Brown Shipyard's Naval Base in New Orleans, Louisiana as a pharmacist in the Medical Corps, attaining the rank of Pharmacist's Mate 3rd Class before an honorable discharge in 1945 at the end of World War II, and whereas, following his separation from the United States Navy, Norm earned both a bachelor's and master's degree in biology and chemistry at North Texas State University, as well as a doctorate degree in bacteriology and biochemistry from the University of Texas in Austin, eventually joining the faculty of Oklahoma State University in 1954, where he taught until becoming dean of the Graduate College in 1967 and eventually interim provost and vice president of academic affairs in 1991, later retiring in 1995 and being inducted to the Oklahoma Higher Education Hall of Fame in 1999. And whereas Dr. Durham's membership on countless committees, boards, and societies exemplifies his life of service to his country and community, supported by his parents and his wife Jane and their 4 daughters, and it is the great privilege of the Oklahoma House of Representatives to recognize the outstanding service Dr. Durham has provided to his country both in war and in peace. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative John Talley, the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to Dr. Norman Durham sincere gratitude and directs that this citation be presented.
And Representative Talley, I think you have a few introductions to make.
I do, but could Dr. Durham lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
It would be our honor, Mr. Durham, if you would lead us in the pledge. Would members and guests in the gallery please rise as you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Representative Talley, you're now recognized.
Yes. Would these people stand up, please? Hold on, Dr. Durham. Dr. Durham's daughters, Diane, Susan, and Janet, are here. Ron Cheney is here. Retired Air Force Major Roger Nichols, retired Colonel with the Oklahoma National Guard Dr. Glenn Wallace, and retired Army Colonel Damon Winfield is here. Would you guys, thank you. I don't know if you were paying attention, but what is this? Today's a special day. It's Valentine's, but it's also your birthday. Madam Chairman, may we sing happy birthday?
We absolutely may.
Okay, you guys are going to have to help. To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,